Hi, Ben here. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to sidechain using the Fruity limiter. Sidechaining is in simple terms to set up your mix so that when one sound comes in, another one quiets down. Usually this is the kick and the bass, especially in EDM, but it can be anything if you want. You can sidechain your snare to your vocal or your guitar to your synths, for example. There are many ways to achieve this effect, but in this video I'll only show you the one method I've found to be the most effective. Here I have a bass and a kick. I want the bass to duck out of the way when the kick plays. I could just directly route the kick to the bass in the mixer and set up a sidechain from there, but because of the complexity of the kick's waveform, that would make things more difficult to control than it need to be. So instead, we are going to create another signal that are going to play simultaneously as the kick and take care of the actual sidechaining. This signal could be anything, but I recommend using something short, like a snippet of white noise for example. I'm actually going to use Harmor. As long as the signal is short and simple, it will do the job. The next step is to set up the mixer correctly. I have my kick, my bass and my sidechain signal. I can actually route them simultaneously if I select them all and go to my mixer and press Ctrl, Shift and L. As the kick isn't doing any work, as far as our sidechaining is concerned, you don't have to worry about it. It's routed to the master and that's just fine. Our sidechain signal, on the other hand, needs to be routed to our bass. We can do this by selecting it and right-clicking this tiny arrow here and select Sidechain to this track. This routes the signal with the volume turned all the way down, which is exactly the way we want it. We also want to remove the sidechain signal from our master by clicking this tiny arrow, so we don't hear it at all. Now we just have to make sure that our signal is actually playing at the same time as our kick, and we're all set up to get to work. Let's load up a Fruity limiter on our bass. Turn off the limiting by dragging the ceiling all the way up, as that's not what we're going to use it for right now. Then let's go to the compressor tab, right-click the sidechain option here, and set our sidechain signal as our sidechain input. Set the threshold and ratio accordingly to how much you want your signal to duck. I usually prefer my settings a bit on the extreme end when ducking my bass out of the way. On the other hand, when I sidechain pads and other lighter instruments, I set my threshold and ratio thereafter. Sidechaining soft instrument too extreme can make your song sound overcompressed. Finally, we have the release knob, which sets how long it takes for the bass to return to its normal volume after ducking down. If you have any questions or if something wasn't clear, you can leave a comment down below and I will do my best to help you out. Like and subscribe for more FL Studio tutorials and don't forget to click the bell button and turn on the notifications.